talking about Road Rash for the Sega Dreamcast. That's right, it's come to the Dreamcast via Ian Michael's essentially fantasy console, but he's called the Amiga CD16. It really is a fantasy console. Now the game itself does run on actual native Dreamcast code, so this one should be interesting, and let's face it, who doesn't love Road Rash, especially running on the Sega Dreamcast? Let's take a look. Hell yeah, that's right. This is Road Rash working on the Sega Dreamcast. Like I said, this is using Dreamcast code to actually enable it to play, Road Rash, the Amiga version. Now, the entry video we saw there, the kind of start video, was from the 3DO version. So this really is a mesh of different consoles all now working, together on the Sega Dreamcast. And you cannot deny what a beautiful sight it absolutely is. Now, load times are, as you'd expect on the Dreamcast, at a minimum, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, there are some load times, but it's not that many. And to be fair, Ian pretty much stands by his load times, and yeah, as you can see here, doesn't take that long at all. So, as you can hear, there is no music at this point. So you're probably saying, well, why is there no music in this, just sound effects? As you can hear, though, the sound effects sound absolutely fantastic. But yeah, you can actually turn on and off the sound at your own demand. Basically, you press A and B together, that will then turn on the 3DO music soundtrack. Now, bearing in mind the Amiga version, I don't believe you could actually use soundtrack, aka the music, and sound effects as well at the same time. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. This is also what makes this kind of port so good, is it meshes the best of everything all in one. This is cool. I love the idea of the fantasy console. It controls pretty much how you'd expect Road Rash to control. It's solid. There's no jitter here. This runs exactly how it did on the Amiga, and you can see it's running absolutely flawlessly. Like I said, the sound effects, there's no issue there at all as well. No hiccups or burps or anything. It's just working exactly the way it should be. Ian's really done a lot of hard work on this one at getting this to work straight away. Well, let's face it probably didn't work straight away, but he's worked his magic to the end product that we now have. A decent version of Road Rash 1 on the Sega Dreamcast. Now you've got to probably think to yourself, well, just think of all the Amiga games that could be running perfectly and have a perfect version of them running on the Sega Dreamcast. What would you guys pick? Let me know in the comments box below. Now at the end of the day, I'm sure you know what the goal of Road Rash is. It is essentially just a motorbike racing game, but you can get dirty. That's right, you can basically kick the crap out of your opponents, knock them off their bikes, etc. That is exactly what Road Rash is all about, as well as having a kick-ass soundtrack as well. The adrenaline gets pumping with Road Rash, and yeah, it's working very damn well on the Sega Dreamcast. Now the controls are absolutely solid. You're pretty much using your D-pad here, and one button really to, drive. I think is X, if I remember rightly, and then you also got a punch button as well. That is all you need in a game like this. There really is nothing else apart from this, apart from race, that's right, and punch. That really is all this is, and yeah, this controller really plays into it very well. D-pad works absolutely perfectly. This is a real decent port of Road Rash on the Sega Dreamcast. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll leave you with some more carnage. You can now support the channel on patreon.com/GamesRip, as well as remember to like, comment and subscribe.